Hey guys, Tina here. Today I'm taking you on a little adventure with me, which is sadly not a real adventure, but just me running a few errands. There are a few issues or topics that I want to discuss with you regarding reading and things. And I decided to do it this way, and hopefully you will have something to tell me back so we can discuss this thing. The first is the issue of TBRs. If you have checked my channel out, you will notice that I do not do TBRs, or at least not very often. I did it like official monthly TBR. I did that once, and honestly I cannot remember now how it went. I probably read a few of those books and switched it up a bit with the others. And I also did TBRs for a biennial bibliothon and a booktubeathon, and I stuck to those. Even though I barely lasted those weeks, because I definitely wanted to pick different books while in the middle of the week, but I decided to stick to it and finish what I started, I guess, in a way. But yeah, it's like whenever I put a book officially on a TBR, I just suddenly lose interest in it, and I definitely want to read everything else but that, what is on my TBR. And I'm probably not the only one in that regard. I don't think that I had the same problem before I was on BookTube. I don't think so. I don't think I ever did a TBR before that. But still, now that I am on BookTube, and I feel this pressure, I guess, because if I make a TBR video and then I put it officially on my channel, there's all these witnesses that saw me do this, and if I don't stick to it, it's gonna be, I don't know, a tragedy, I guess. Even though, really, what are you gonna do except maybe write me mean comments? So yeah, I know it's a stupid thing, but I'm thinking it might be common. I mean, I don't know. So yeah, that's why I don't do them. I think I'll definitely try doing them again at some point. Or maybe like this, pick a few books that I will definitely read, and then leave my, leave things open, just to pick books that I feel like reading, when I'm in a mood or something. So yeah, that's one issue. The other is, new releases and the need to read them as soon as they come out. I think that's, what we all feel that we should, when a book comes out, you obviously want to read it as soon as you possibly can. That's, why you buy it. Then again, you buy so many new books that, well, you cannot get to all of them. But yeah, and that's why you have such huge TBR piles. But that's not what I wanted to talk about. With these, especially with hybrid books, like, right now it's going to be the Empire of Storms. I suddenly feel the need to read them as quickly as I can, because firstly, I might want to review it, and I don't, if I'm not like really fast about it, I mean, is there a point of me reviewing, like, I don't know, I didn't feel like reviewing The Cursed Child, even if I wanted to say something about it, because there was like a million reviews already out there. So what would be the point of me adding, because I didn't feel like actually I had anything to say. If I did have anything to say, like, that I haven't seen in other reviews, maybe, I guess, if there's really something that I felt really differently about it or something like that. So maybe in that case, what am I doing? But yeah, in the case of The Cursed Child, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, in case you don't know what that is, because you've never heard of Harry Potter or something. I didn't feel like I have to buy it. I definitely didn't want to buy it as quickly as I then did, because, well, I wasn't too interested in it, honestly. But then I saw all these reviews, and I said, what, I'm gonna do it. Firstly, because I don't want to get spoiled, and secondly, there were just so many videos that I had to avoid not to get spoiled. It's not just reviews, it's wrap-ups and things like that, and you don't want to accidentally stumble on spoilers. So yeah, I decided to just read it, and it's gonna be the same with Empire of Storms, because, well, I do feel the need to read this one, but you know, that's just what I'm saying, you know. So that's issue number 2. Let's say that. Do you feel the pressure to, you know, really buy books that you might not be interested in, and well, not as interested in, you know, but you buy them and try to read them as fast as you can because you don't want to get spoiled. What am I saying? So yeah, then on to the next subject, which is the fact that books are coming out, you know, annually, in the series, that is. Standalones don't really count here. But you know, we have to wait a year for, you know, the sequel to come out, and in that year you usually tend to read a lot of books and you forget what happened in the previous one. And if you're like me, you will want to reread it because, you know, in some cases it's vital for you to read it, and just to remind yourself what happened. And sometimes there's details that are really important, and you know, you want to reread it. So that's what I did right now with when the Bronze Key by Cassandra Clare and Holly Black came out. I sort of remembered the Copper Gauntlet, but you know, it's a short book, so I had no problems rereading it because, you know, it's short and it's a really fast read. But yeah, I didn't want to go into the Bronze Key without doing that. And with Empire of Storms now coming out, I feel, you know, that I should definitely read Queen of Shadows, because a shit load of things happen in that book, and honestly I don't think I can tell you even a few that actually did, you know, because I forgot it. And I definitely want to reread that one, and it's a huge book, you know. It's not it's a fast read, but it's a huge book. So yeah, and maybe I should read Heir of Fire, but I do not want to spend my time rereading all the books when I could be reading new ones. So I'm gonna be just reading the Queen of Shadows. And I really don't know why the publishers don't just like print a brief summary of, you know, the previous book in the sequel. You know, I saw that in The Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson in the UK editions. You know, when you pick up book 2, you have in the contents you have a summary of book 1 at the back of the book, and you can just read that. You know, I should not, you know, search the internet to have this. Why is it not in the books? You know, I haven't seen that in any other books, but in those I did. So, you know, and I think it's good. You know, it doesn't go into details, but still you at least know the gist of the story, which is what, you know, what summary is about. So really, you should do that, people. And the last issue that I wanted to talk to you about is being in the middle of too many series. Now, and I'm not talking here about ongoing series, because you cannot help but be in the middle of those, because, you know, all the books are not out. But right now I am reading, I still have to read The Magician's Land by Lev Grossman, which is book 3 in the Magicians trilogy. And I also started the Farseer trilogy last month, and I read The Assassin's Apprentice, so I still have book 2 and 3 to read before I conclude that one. And I definitely do not want to start a new one, you know, a new trilogy or series, because I feel like, you know, if all the books are out, I really should conclude, you know, finish one and then move on to the next, because, you know, why not if you have that option, right? So yes, it's annoying me that I haven't done that, at least with The Magicians, because I've read book 2 in May, I think, and yeah, then I don't know what happened. Actually, I know that after Akamath, A Court of Mist and Fury, I really got in this huge reading slump, book hangover thing that I couldn't get out of. And yeah, and then in June I didn't read all that much anyways. Then, you know, things picked up again during all those readathons in July, and, you know, I still haven't gotten around to reading that one. Then again, I'm still reading The Gospel of Loki, and I have been reading that for a month, simply because Loki can be annoying at points, and it's, you know, it's a mythology book, so, you know, you don't have to go through it all in once. You can just you know, read chapter after chapter, because it's different stories, and so yeah. Anyways, this is all that I wanted to talk to you about. I know I have been all over the place in this video, but hopefully you got my meaning, and you know, we could discuss these subjects if you have the same problems or not. If you don't, then why not? And if you do, how do you get through them? That's what I would like to know. So definitely let me know down in the comments what you think, and see you in my next video. Bye.